We're already at the All-Star break. Let's treat that accordingly. That's right, the All-Star break is here. We're going to open 3 different packs, smaller packs than usual, so we're going to do 3 that really do focus on the All-Star theme. We're going to do the All-Star theme again tomorrow. Very off-topic, unique episode tomorrow. Please join me then. But we're going to begin with Donruss pop-ups. This is the regular size cards, 1 pop-up stander, I don't know what you would call it, puzzle pieces, and 5 all-star cards using the 1989 Donruss style, and then some action all-stars from prior years. Distributed by the Donruss Company, giant size cards. Not just big, but giant size. Okay, let's begin with our pop-up. I'm Junk Wax Genius, the channel on YouTube where a grown man opens old baseball cards and talks about it. Thank you for being here. I mean, since there's no actual baseball today, maybe you're just here because what else are you going to do? We got our 3 puzzle pieces there from the Warren Spahn puzzle, a Gary Carter pop-up with helpful instructions on how to do it. We will do it. And then looking a lot like 89 Donruss, these all-star cards. Harold Reynolds, Greg Maddux, that's a nice looking one. Nice example there for Greg Maddux. Carney Lansford, Mark Davis, and Gary Gaetti. And then the pop-up, let's get to this. Same size in its undeployed form as a regular baseball card. But then we can kind of pop it out here. There's some perforations. Gary Carter fans across the country screaming at me for wrecking this mint condition, untouched thing. But this is the channel where we open old baseball cards and pop up any pop-ups. We can't leave anything undone. Anyway, it's like Gary Carter's right here in my front room, right on the coffee table. Gary Carter. All right, I am a big fan of this Greg Maddux card. If I were a PC guy or a PSA guy, this one would be going into the little device where you line up the centering and everything. That could be a good one. Nice card. All right, from the regular size cards onto the giant pop-ups. Let's do this one, Donruss Major League All-Stars. Again, 1 pop-up, 3 puzzle pieces, only 3 cards. But when you think about maybe like this cards per square inch, we're up there where it needs to be. These chosen for the 86 All-Star Game. So 60 cards for the players, 20 pop-ups, 1 for each player in the starting lineup and managers. That manager pop-up, oh boy, I bet that's exciting. And with any luck, that will be one of ours today. A manager pop-up. Oh boy. No, it's Darryl Strawberry. That's cool. So the same width as a regular baseball card, just much taller. The Gary Carter, there's Gary. If we flatten Gary back out, his Met teammate, a lot taller. All right, we'll do Darryl Strawberry's card in just a moment after we show you the giant Kevin Bass baseball card. The huge Don Mattingly, that's cool. Love that. And George Brett, along with the Roberto Clemente puzzle. I mean, if I've got to get 2 guys who represent the, 80s All-Stars, Donnie Baseball, look at this. I mean, all right, a little bit to the left on the centering, but a gorgeous card. How big is it? I'm glad you asked. Let's line up the Gary Gaetti to the bottom and to the left. And look at all that extra baseball card you get. A nice card. Like that might go in a frame on my desk. And then the Darryl Strawberry pop-up is part of this. Again, I can't leave it undone. Same method as the Gary Carter Mets pop-up that we did just a moment ago. Kind of pop out around the perforations. I'll fold these tabs in so that he stands tall on his own. And golly, it's like Darryl's right there. A completely different dugout to the Metrodome roof behind him. But who's really keeping track? Who's keeping track? Maybe that's why they did it different for Gary Carter. You only see the dugout for Gary. You don't see the stadium in the background. All right, on to this one, Action All-Stars. Again, 60 cards, completing the Ted Williams puzzle. You got to get all 63 pieces of that. Thank you for being here. Again, a unique episode. I know that it's the All-Star break, so baseball is just kind of different this week. The Home Run Derby was on Netflix, apparently. I don't know. The Ted Williams puzzle, pieces 52, 53, and 54, completely interchangeable with any other Donruss puzzle ever with the same numbers. All right, we have Keith Hernandez from our 84 set. All right, Keith Hernandez, 84. Pedro Guerrero. Harold Baines. He's wearing 2 hats. Dale Murphy. And Lance Parrish. At the peak, perhaps, of Lance Parrish's powers. At least as an offensive baseball player. Pretty good. Full color picture on the back. That was fancy stuff for 1984. How about that? It is Junk Wax Genius. We've opened old baseball cards. We have talked about it for sure. We'll be back tomorrow for another All-Star themed episode. We're also going to, I promised this when we hit 1 million views, that we would do a PC review. So you get a special episode where we're going to focus on my personal collection and some All-Star cards. They're going to be newer. I'll tell you that, like last season's All-Stars. So a little different tomorrow. Thank you for being here today, though, and I hope to see you tomorrow on Junk Wax Genius, the channel on YouTube where we open old baseball cards and talk about it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you tomorrow with that unique episode.